welcome to this Jumping Board Pilates class. We're going to begin by awakening and activating the soles of the feet by gently flexing the toes and lengthening against the board. We are going to start with soft footwork, moving through point and flex. Now let's add small circles to mobilize the ankles while allowing the hips to release naturally. And reverse. Let's switch to the left leg. And we can begin opening and closing the carriage with control. Bring the heels to the wide of the board and keep the ankles connected. Toes slightly turn out. Press the carriage in and out, maintaining the alignment for the pelvis. Legs together. And we repeat. Now we're going to move into a runner variation, focusing on the ankle, knee, and hip mobility. And we keep working with the heels, ankles, knee and hip mobility. Keep the movement smooth. And we reverse. Let's lower the headrest down and begin with a soft pelvic lift. Articulating the spine, vertebra, vertebra. And up and down. Let's stay lifted, and we start working with abduction pulses. Engage the inner thighs while keeping the pelvis stable and support. We keep working with abduction. Now a small range lifts. Release, legs to the right, legs to the left. We go up to our pelvis lift. We fully extend our right leg up to the ceiling. We hold it, and we add small single leg pulses to the front and breathe out up to the ceiling. Prepare to switch sides. Left leg stretch, fully extended, active through the movement. Keep the carriage close. Release the hip, left and right. Tabletop, and we work with small pulses. The challenge here is for you to keep the carriage close. Remember your spinal articulation, lower body control. Coordinate the movement. And now we continue with carriage openings. Same leg. Let's switch. Tabletop, up and down. Keep the carriage still. Keep the stability through the core. Firm arms at the carriage. Release and start opening and closing the carriage. We continue with our single leg carriage presses. The free leg stays in tabletop. Now we're going to draw a smooth circle through the space. You choose your length and reverse. Time to switch. Draw a smooth circle. Now let's bring the feet into a Pilates V position, knees opening slightly wider towards the size hip wide. Continue pressing the carriage in and out. Control while the legs bend and stretch. Keep pressing the carriage. Hold it and heels up. Now we're going to transition on the right leg, drawing a circle forward. Maintain the length through the waist, stability through the pelvis, and keep your long leg. And let's switch. Press the carriage, circles forward. And reverse. We'll transition into the right side, so bring the headrest up, aligned the left hip with the hip, and we're going to begin by pressing the carriage out while the free leg gently swings forward and back. This is going to help us strengthen the gluteus medius, hip stabilizers, and inner thighs. So remember, enhance your balance. Hold the carriage open, small control pulses with the right leg. Now we close, we external rotate the right leg and the left. So the left is going to open and close the carriage, and the right is going to stay long. Focus on the glute engagement. We add a small right leg adduction. Now we switch. This time is the right foot anchored on the board as we press the carriage open, close, and we keep the leg left fully extended. So you just need to keep your left leg long as you open and close the carriage. Hold the carriage halfway and we keep working ups and downs with the leg. Small pulses halfway and release. Now we're going to be working with both legs. Open the carriage, legs together, completing the sequence, opening and closing. A few more. We close the carriage, legs together, we stretch our left leg forward, and we just work with the small pulses, ups and downs. Keep your core engaged, your neck aligned, and we need to repeat this set for the left side. And now we'll begin with the small jumps, keeping the knees softly bent as you land. Focus on a light, controlled landing and keep the alignment through the hips, knees and ankles. These plyometric movements on the reformer help us improve bone density. We keep working. And now we stretch the knees fully as we push away from the board and keeping the controlled range of motion. Careful with the quality of the landing. We move into open and closed jumps. We land with the legs together, extend, and then change into a wider position with control. And now we're gonna add a single leg stretch variation. So we land on the right leg and we switch to land on the left. Alternating. Keep the pelvis stability, deep core engagement. Focus on your coordination. Allow the movement to stay rhythmic and light. Let's take a short recovery. We keep the right leg fully extended as the left one pushes the board. And breathe out, push, and land. Switch. Good. Now, the ankles are slightly turned inward to activate the inner thighs and challenge the alignment. Now let's move into a scissor variation. Length through your legs. Fully engage the lower abdominals. Support the lumbar spine against the carriage. Now, these final movements are going to help us to decompress the hips and the spine and improve mobility. Now, let's start. Feet at the straps, 90-degree angle, and from here we just begin with gentle movements forward and up to the ceiling. I like to finish with the strap to release the tension built during the jumping work, and we can gently restore alignment and circulation through the legs. Take your time for this exercise. Now we move to knee flexion and extension. Remember not to bring the knees past 90 degrees. Keep the control and stability through the pelvis. And we're going to start drawing a soft half C shape with the legs. And up to the ceiling and back to 45. And a few more. Bend the knees, stretch forward to the ceiling and back to 45. Bend the knees. Breathe out, breathe in, and repeat. Keep the core engaged and the lower back supported. Let's go to reverse. Let's bring the legs 90 degrees for a small adduction work. So keep the inner thighs active and keep the core engaged. Perfect. Enjoy each movement. Take off the straps from the feet. Let's stretch a bit. Work with our breathing and breathe out. And I want to thank you for joining me to this Jumping Board Pilates class. And I'll see you on the next video.